Hey guys, happy Friday. Sorry, a little late tonight. Friday night is movie night with the kids. We just watched the great movie, Sonic. Not just for kids, I thought it was one of the best ones we've seen. Anyhow, I will fly through this. I know everybody's into their weekend. Not that you're doing much these days with the lockdown, so. Anyhow, Johnny, hot, cold, Wim Hof. Yes, yes, yes. Wim Hof, if none of you have heard of him. He is the king of cold. They call him the Iceman. They have injected him with viruses, with all types of things that would make people, most people, very, very sick, and it doesn't affect them at all. Again, the power of strengthening your immune system. He does a breathing technique, and he also does, like I said, cold. He'll go up into the Himalayas, barefoot in shorts, minus 20 degrees, and run marathons. Like, he has developed, I don't even know what to call it really, but he's, like I said, doesn't worry about things like viruses like we have now. So like I said before, don't blame the virus, blame the host. So get your immune system strong. Maybe not as strong as Wim's, but definitely the immune system is everything. And yes, I do Wim Hof breathing before I leave my bed every morning. It takes about 20 minutes, and followed by a hot shower and then a cold shower. So that's my morning routine every morning without fail. As for inversion, don't know anything about inversion. I know one thing, if you got a bad back, don't do it. Inversion, a lot of people will use those inversion tables if they have bad lower backs and stuff like that. It's like taking aspirin or putting on Band-Aids on something. It's temporary. The relief you get is temporary. You feel better, but it's actually doing you more harm than good in the long run. Anybody who has bad back problems, do not stretch it. I've had the opportunity to work with some of the best in the world when it comes to backs, and the last thing you want to do is stretch your back and make it looser and less stable than it is already. That's why you have the problem, or one of the reasons you have the problem. You want to strengthen and stabilize the spine, not to stretch it out. So if you have a chiropractor that tells you to stretch your back, if you stretch exercises, get yourself a new chiropractor, because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Next, let's move on to Alicia. Thanks again for your comments on probiotics. And yeah, you got it down. I can't remember where you're from, but I think you're Eastern European. A lot of Eastern Europeans make their own. Sauerkraut, some of the best probiotics. Cabbage, it's one of the cheapest superfoods out there. You can have it raw. You can make, like I said, sauerkraut, or the Far East kimchi. The Koreans, all great probiotics, natural. You don't have to buy and waste your money on crappy probiotics. So yep, good for you. Natalie, fasting and metabolism. Does fasting, I can't remember the question exactly. I had it earlier, and then my kids came and I lost my train of thought. So, but fasting actually increases your metabolism, doesn't slow it down. Don't get fasting and calorie restriction mixed up. So calorie restriction will slow down your metabolism. Fasting actually speeds it up because of the effect it has on your mitochondria. So, and no, Allison, I'm my sister. I'm not telling people to stop eating. Just stop eating for a while in a day. You don't have to eat all day long, like those old-time bodybuilders with the 6 meals a day, because they thought that increases your metabolism, because when you eat food, your metabolism speeds up to digest your food, but that's long been debunked. 6 meals a day, it does not raise your metabolism any more than one big meal a day. But it is more detrimental, because every little meal, like I said, especially when it's high protein, and people think protein does not have an effect on insulin, which it does. So your insulin is up all day long and making you sick and fat and just, again, old science from back in the 70s, 80s, been debunked. Don't waste your time. So intermittent fasting, and you don't have to stress yourself out. You can, you fast for the whole time you're sleeping anyway. So that's 8 hours you're in bed, you're fasting. So you add another 4 hours to that, and you've got yourself some good benefits from refraining from eating and let your body recover. And autophagy and all those things we talked about before. And what else do we have? And if you want to hear more about intermittent fasting versus calorie restriction and the benefits of it, just there's a doctor right here in Toronto, Dr. Jason Fung. He's actually a nephrologist, which is a kidney specialist, and he specializes in weight loss and all metabolic ailments in general. And he's got a bunch of books, and you can see how they're all related. His first book was, I think, the obesity code, followed by the diabetes code, followed by the cancer code, and the same mechanisms cause all of these problems, which is breakdown in metabolism and mitochondrial function. So, okay, this is not me. This is just stuff I read. I'm just flying through because it's Friday night. I'm just going to fly through this quickly. Snacking, like I said, don't snack. You don't need to snack. And especially like people who get hungry and they start eating these rice cakes. Rice cakes just make your blood sugar skyrocket, insulin skyrocket, and then it crashes and you get hungry again. And that's why people think, oh, but I'm eating these rice cakes that have almost no calories in them. Doesn't matter. Your insulin skyrockets and you get the yo-yo effect and you're always hungry. The energy you get from not eating is actually, I think, I can't remember exactly, but the energy from a molecule of sugar is like a third of what the energy you get from a molecule of fat. So that's why when you stop eating and you burn fat, it takes a while to burn fat for your fuel, you don't get hungry because it's not really what you're in your stomach. It's your cells that are crying out for nutrition, and that's why you get hungry. Like sugar, they want more sugar. If they have enough energy from fat, because you get 3 times more energy, then you don't get as hungry because they're satisfied. So, in a nutshell, a real quick one. Friday night. Enjoy your weekend, and see you tomorrow. Take care.